Sudan is burning, but nobody's watching. What the media won't show you: Sudan is burning. The skies echo with gunfire, cities are crumbling, and families are running for their lives. And yet, you won't hear about it on your TV screen. You won't see it trending on social media. You won't hear the world screaming for justice. Because this is the war the world has forgotten. Today, we are breaking the silence. This is the full story of the brutal civil war in Sudan, the deep humanitarian crisis it created, and why the media has chosen to look the other way. So stay with me, because this is the truth they won't show you. And before this video ends, you'll understand why we must care. And why silence is no longer an option. Sudan, located in northeastern Africa, has been through war after war. But in April 2023, a new violent chapter began, a brutal power struggle between two rival military factions, the Sudanese Armed Forces, SAF, and the Rapid Support Forces, RSF. Once allies, now enemies. At the center of it all, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan leading the army, and Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, better known as Hemedti, leading the RSF. These men were once on the same side, but now they are turning Sudan into a battlefield, just to claim power. Innocent civilians are trapped in between. Khartoum, the capital city, has become a war zone. Hospitals have been bombed. Markets destroyed. Children are dying not just from bullets, but from hunger, thirst, and untreated wounds. Entire neighborhoods have turned into rubble. And with internet blackouts and fuel shortages, Sudanese families are cut off from the world, unable to even call for help. Hundreds of thousands have fled their homes, crossing into Egypt, Chad, South Sudan, and refugee camps across the region. But there is nowhere truly safe. Those who stay behind live in fear, trapped in their homes, hoping they won't be the next to be shelled. You might ask, where is the world? Where is the United Nations? Where is the international media? That is the heartbreaking part. There have been very few headlines. Very little outrage. And almost no real pressure on the warring generals to stop the bloodshed. Sudan is not rich in oil like Ukraine. It's not a key player in the tech wars like Taiwan. And for much of the world, it's too far, too complicated, or just not profitable to cover. That's why you haven't heard much. That's why millions suffer in silence. Because to the global stage, Sudan is not a priority. But to the people living there, every hour is life or death. The World Food Programme has warned that millions face starvation. Children are dying of malnutrition. And access to clean water is rapidly disappearing. Women and girls are facing rising sexual violence as law and order collapse. The few remaining hospitals are under siege, doctors operating with no electricity, no anesthesia, and often under sniper fire. And yet, with all this suffering, humanitarian aid is struggling to reach those who need it most. This is more than a war. This is a humanitarian disaster. And the silence is not just shameful, it is deadly. Every day that the world looks away, more lives are lost. And every day the media stays quiet, the war drags on without pressure to stop. But silence is not neutral. Silence is a choice. And it's costing lives. So why are we talking about this now? Because someone has to. Because every human life matters, no matter what country they're from, no matter their religion, no matter their passport. Because if we let Sudan fade into darkness, we open the door to more forgotten wars. And more forgotten people. We must break the silence. And that begins with awareness. It begins with stories like this. And it begins with you. If you watch this far, thank you. You are now one of the few who know what's happening in Sudan. So don't stop here. Comment below, What do you think the world should do about Sudan? Should global leaders step in? Should the media cover it more? Let's talk, right here, in the comments. And if this story moved you, don't forget to subscribe to Next Level Mindset. Because on this channel, we tell the truth the world won't. We cover the real stories, the stories that matter. Like this video. Share it. Let's make sure the world never forgets Sudan again. Thank you for watching. Stay informed. Stay compassionate. And never stop asking questions.